lost.
And then you caved. Not you weren't there.
Right, but the thing is, like, when you lose, so we lost.
Yeah.
If you don't comply, it's treason. So then you're supposed,
Well, now you're going through the process of suing.
So now what we do is on each request, we review it, we scrutinize it, we push back on a lot. We push back on a lot of requests from local government. We push back on requests in terms of the NSA. We can't talk about those things because they're classified.
What is it? Why?
And so just...
Let's just say, like, right now you were just to tell us the truth about what's going on and stuff that's classified. Like, what do you think would happen to you?
Releasing classified information is treason.
And then what happens?
Generally, and as you incarcerated.
So you're
Or could,
so you're not...
I think that when you look at, we actually think that it makes more sense in terms of scrutinizing requests, analyzing them, doing our best to protect our users, that it makes sense for us to work within the system. We filed suit against the government again on Monday, asking to be able to be more transparent with the numbers on the NSA requests. So we have really, taken charge, as have a lot of other companies as well, of pushing for more transparency, of pushing back on unreasonable requests, of pushing back on what we view as legislation that might not be reasonable. And we are constantly in a position of petitioning the government to be able to release, for example, the documents on that 2007 case. So we're going to keep doing those things. For us, it's really about protecting our users, for our users to understand what's happening on our site, what's happening broadly across the industry, and really how at risk they and their data are, which is why we released our first transparency report on Friday.
Well, I want to thank you. I've asked this question of every single person except Mark Benioff because he was on this monologue that was too good to stop about Steve Jobs. But I've asked everyone else, and I haven't gotten a single answer yet that I thought was even an honest answer. I mean, if you actually say like what you said, reasons why you can't talk is great. Thank you.
And as I said, this isn't about this particular thing. It's just classified information.
You don't want.
It can be classified that way, and if it is classified as treason, it can be. So. That's what I can say.
And you don't think the best way to serve your shareholders and users is from jail? I don't need to put words in my mouth. Who's smarter, Larry Page or Mark Zuckerberg?
It's not really a fair question because I know that, in different amounts. I have a huge amount of respect for Larry Page. He's just, really broadly talented, intellectual, curious, interested, wanting to challenge. I think that what I do is I would point out that I think we're both brilliant in potentially different dimensions. I think that Larry looks at the world all the time and asks, why not? And why should that be that way? Can I change it? The thing is always, I haven't interacted much with Mark Zuckerberg, but I think that I have met him, I've been blown away by his insight into people. And I just think that he's incredibly insightful. While he's a great technologist, he's also incredibly insightful. It's not surprising to me that he's created this amazing social tool that's helped connect us all, because I do think he's really insightful into people, their psychology, what drives them.
I don't get the sense Larry is insightful into people. Am I wrong? I mean, he's sort of in another world sometimes. Like, so smart he's in another world. Although Mark is too.
I think, as I said, I think that what you want to kind of look at is superpowers. And I would say I think Larry's superpower is challenging status quo and what's possible and impossible. And I think Mark's superpower is people, but that's just from my knowledge.
And what is your superpower?
I don't know.
You knew you just, what's your superpower?
I don't know what I am.
That's sad.
I think that
everybody should have a superpower.
I think that one piece I would like is that I do think I'm able to empathize. I think coming into Yahoo last year, the company had been through a period of a lot of turmoil and turbulence. Really getting to empathize with employees, understand the state that the company was in, and see a path for how to make it better, but realize that we all had to get there together as a team, and that wasn't going to happen if I couldn't empathize and be part of what had happened to them before I got there. So I think that, I don't know
thank you so much. It's great. And also you're giving us so much time today. You're staying and you're helping the judge, and you always do the final